Massive crowd showing out for our first pep rally for Paris to celebrate hometown hero and Olympic swimming star Regan Smith. Now, Smith just got finished with her first competition of the day in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, we did see, we're going to see how she did in just a couple minutes and check in with Alexis, who is at our first pep rally. But first, let's go over to meteorologist John Ziegler for a look at the forecast, hoping it's not going to rain on these folks.
Yes, I'm watching closely. Is it going to rain here? Well, I do think we could see a little bit of showers poke its head here into the Lakeville area, but it will just be a passing light shower. I think they're going to be okay. There was a thunderstorm that developed in Glencoe Belle Plaine, and then that is now traveling south. You can see this one here moving into St. Peter, just south of Le Sueur. So Belle Plaine, Jordan, Waconia, spotty showers. Maybe this continues even into the metro. Not going to be a lot of rain, though. Spotty showers are going to be embedded here through noon. And then afternoon, we were going to dry out. Today's a solid day today, starting off this week in the middle to upper 80s with some sunshine Monday afternoon. Cece, busy morning on the roads.
Very busy morning on the roads. If you're just joining us and you take 169 northbound through St. Louis Park and you know you're headed toward Medicine Lake or even New Hope, you should take a different route. A fuel spill is closing 169 northbound at Minnetonka Boulevard. So you're seeing a huge backup here forming really. Those stretches, those backup stretching all the way back here to Highway 7, as you can see. So traffic is being diverted off the highway. I keep upping the time, but I'd add at least 35 to 40 extra minutes to your commute if you're taking the detour on 169. You see it's just stop and go here. Or don't even take 169 northbound detour. You can also take Highway 100 or 494 to avoid that. That's the only spot in the metro right now where I'm seeing a huge backup. Everywhere else is smooth sailing this morning. Alicia.
Yikes. All right. Thanks for the detour information, Cece. We appreciate it. We are following, though, some breaking news out of Paris right now with day 3 of Olympic competition underway.
Michelle is at our Olympic live desk tracking some massive telephone and cell phone outages, Michelle.
Yeah, guys, I'm continuing to track that breaking news coming out of France, where the French government says multiple telecommunications lines have been hit by acts of vandalism. This, we know, is impacting fiber lines as well as fixed and mobile lines. But as far as the impact to the Olympics, or really the impact on this larger scale, that is still unclear at this time. So that's something that we will continue to monitor. However, let's take a look at what else is developing. Just moments ago, swimmer Regan Smith just finished her heat in the 100-meter backstroke prelims. But if you don't want to find out yet, this is your chance to look away. Here is the online schedule for the women's 100-meter backstroke semifinals, updated moments ago. This is set for 2 p.m. today, our time. And we see right there, Regan Smith, she will be in lane 4. This comes as just in the last 2 hours. In prelims, Smith finished first in her heat. Meanwhile, Molly Bruggeman, who for 2 seasons was an assistant coach at the U of M, she competed in the women's 8. That wrapped up in about the last 45 minutes. And a heads up again to turn away now if you do not want to hear those results. USA Rowing came in second. They lost to Romania, who are the current world record holders. And from here, the U.S. will advance to the wild card round with the other non-qualifying teams to compete for a spot in the finals. Guys.
Well, this morning we're hosting our first pep rally for Paris. We're going from city to city cheering on our own Minnesota Olympians.
I love this. We love a good party here on Sunrise. And first up is Lakeville, Minnesota, where hundreds of fans and people are cheering on Olympic swimmer Regan Smith. Alexis Rogers is joining us with a look at what's going on. Hey, Alexis.
Yes, hello. We're making so many new friends. Lakeville is a fun place. We have Riptide Swim here. We also have Foss Swim here. It's fitting because it's raining just a little bit, but we're not scared of any stinking rain, okay? Hey, we also have LBC on the lake. They came in so early. Normally, you guys open at 11. You all were here at 4. Yes. To feed the people, and it's actually a cool pop-up that's here, and they're also downtown Lakeville as well, all about the renovation of this lovely park. Thank you so much for being here with us. And of course, we have the mascots. We have all of our friends right here from multiple schools. But okay, I saw the bands do this really cool thing, and I want to be a part of this. So can we do the thing that you guys were doing, because we have a lot of energy today. Okay, you ready? You ready? Okay, I'm going to have a lot of energy this one. I can do this one. You know, it's been a long time since I've done that. This is so good. It's so good. And this is how we're going to be throughout the rest of the morning. Back to you.
And
killing it.
I am here for it.
Yes.
Keep that energy throughout the morning. I love to see
love
it.
that. And it's also nice to see Lakeville come together because they have competing high schools, Lakeville North, Lakeville South, the competing bands.
You know,
but we're all a family.
You got to all come together here for Reagan today. And then tomorrow you can go back to being rivals.
Right.
That's how that works. All right, Alexis, thank you. Let's take a look at the medal count right now as we head into day 3 of competition. Team USA, the first to hit double digits. Got 3 gold, 6 silver, 3 bronze, leading the count overall, as you see here. You can watch all of today's events right here on KARE 11.
All right, 6:06. Let's get to some other news headlines we are following this morning. This week, if you're in Minneapolis, expect to see more police on the streets. That's after a very violent weekend in the city. Chief Brian O'Hara says police have responded to 10 violent incidents since Thursday. The most alarming crime just over 24 hours ago. Our Audrey Russo joins us now with the details. Hey, Audrey.
Hey, Alicia, yeah, that's right. You're going to see more Minneapolis police officers on the streets. MPD actually tells us that they're targeting the areas where they've seen some of these violent incidents escalate in the past 4 or 5 days. So let's talk about what happened. Now, you mentioned that 24-hour period. Saturday into Sunday, that was far and away the most violent period of the past several days. There were 5 shootings and 1 fatal stabbing at a house party. All in all, 3 homicide investigations from that 12-hour period alone. On Friday, there was a carjacking that resulted in a man getting shot. Before that, there were 3 other shootings, 2 in the 3rd precinct and 1 in the 4th precinct. All in all, 10 violent incidents since Thursday, and so far police have only made 2 arrests from them. Now, you may be wondering, how are police going to beef up patrols when police departments across the country are complaining of staffing shortages? Well, coming up in about 30 minutes, we'll hear from Chief O'Hara on exactly how that's all going to work. It's all in the form of a new special command that he set up just in the last 36 hours. Again, I'll have more details on that coming up at 6:30. Back to you.
We will see you then. Audrey, thank you so much. More headlines here. After more than 3 weeks on the picket line, Minneapolis Parks workers head back to work for the first time in a few hours. The Minneapolis Parks Board and Union reached a tentative deal for a new labor contract early Friday morning. They agreed on a more than 10% wage increase with a $1.75 raise for most job titles. Union representatives say they're excited to have an agreement.
Happy to get back to work. You know, it's been tiring, very tired, but I know it's been worth it for the long haul to preserve this position for decades to come.